Hi everyone. Hello everyone. Azeeza Jalaludeen again. It's wonderful meeting you once again in understanding a little bit more on humanity consciousness, and today I'm going to share with you fresh from the oven an experience that I had over the last 2 days. And this is in perspective to some post replies that I received last week on Facebook that's talked about looking for answers from the divine around us, or from the messages that we're asking for some answers, we get it from outside. So one of them asked, how do I see the answers, or what is the signals or the signs that we are getting the answers? So I posted it as saying that become more conscious of what's happening around you, be it in the form of signboards or people speaking with you. So in last 2 days, I had this personal experience of getting an answer. So I thought maybe I'll share that with everyone so that you get to resonate or even take on some learning experiences from it to apply it in your life and benefit for yourself. So this is what happened. 2 days ago, I also put it up on Facebook stating that I want some divine clarity right now. I was like going through some experience that I felt I really needed an answer. I was like, what is happening, And it was past midnight and I was asking for the divine clarity right now. Like, give it to me now. Well, of course, it didn't come immediately. Within 12 hours of asking for an answer and really praying about it, I was on my way with my husband on flight to Macau, and here I was with my favorite book, The Divine Matrix by Greg Braden, and this was given to me by my dear sister Janella. And I had read this book, so I thought, and then again I felt I should keep reading it. So I love reading books again and again. So I took the book and I was on my way in the flight, and I just was on the flight and I flipped open asking for some replies. Even though I was not thinking about the divine clarity, that was boom on my face, right? What did I get on my face? That's something that I would love to share with you. The Divine Matrix shares about 5 different mirrors that reflects to us about what's happening in our life around us, so that we can evolve and get better clarity about life, about ourselves, and what we are doing with ourselves, right? And in order to get to the best space possible, be in any sense that you want to put it, right? So what happened was, the 5 mirrors that I have read it, and so I thought, the first 3 I resonated it immediately with, and the last 2 I kind of felt like, okay, I kind of get it, kind of a situation. But when I opened the book, it was the last 2 mirrors that I got like, yes, this is what is happening to me. So what is that? Let me just explain to you what is the 5 mirrors. The first mirror talks about reflections of people reflecting back to us who we are behaving at that moment. So it's like people telling us who we are. For example, if I have some selfish behavior, be it like maybe in the way I give love, or I'm being selfish. And when I see people who are selfish, I become very angry, very agitated. So this stirs up emotions in me. And this is where most of us are looking at. So every time, when people come to a certain level of consciousness, they always look at people and they say, this person is not understanding. He is actually, if let's say, gets upset or whatever, and then he says that, okay, this person is behaving this way, and they're not conscious of that. They're actually reflecting back themselves. And most people are able to relate to this at one level only. The level 2, mirror number 2, is what we are looking at in terms of people when you reflect to them. That means you see this person and you say, okay, this person is being selfish. There's no judgment around it. At least, from the second mirror, it's about, yes, this person is reflecting selfishness, and I can, in my true consciousness, feel that this person is not reflecting me, but is there judgment? I need to ask myself, is there judgment around people being selfish? This means that I I'm able to recognize my judgment, areas that I'm judging people on. For example, if a person is egoistic and you see them right on your face, throwing ego at you, and you hold yourself and you ask yourself, is this really me? And if you say, no, I don't have any ego, I'm completely clear, and you can say it if you are authentic and you truly feel it in your heart, nobody can stop you from that. And when you say that, the next step is, do you have judgment about people having ego? So this is where we need to clear. So for me, it's a lot about clearing and healing and healing. We heal out of everything, every moment. And I have to tell you, while I'm speaking to you right now, I've healed out of a beautiful relationship with my dear friend. And she was like at least she looked very upset with me. And it's so amazing that she's like back into my life in the most beautiful way, and it's so wonderful too. And I know that she loves us so much that she can't afford to be angry with us for very long. So this is beautiful, right? So we heal, and as we heal, we attract back beautiful people in our lives. So that was mirror number 2. First mirror number 1, is this person reflecting me? So if I'm selfish, I better heal out of this selfish behavior. If not, it keeps coming back in different, people reflecting back to us in different ways, just for us to heal out of that situation. So first, is this person reflecting me? If it is, then I better heal it out. Second, am I judging? If this person is not reflecting me, am I judging that behavior or that beingness, be it selfish or ego or whatever, anger or whatever? And it doesn't matter. So if you're judging, then it's about healing out of judgment about people, which is so important. And then there's a third mirror, that when things and people appear in our life, they are there to reflect certain elements in us that has been taken away from us, like a power taken away from us, something that's beautiful that we need to re-anchor back in our lives. So if you see people that appear in our life or experiences that is reflecting that beingness that you say, oh, that is so beautiful, I want to be like that, then these people are reflecting power that's been taken away in your life. So embrace that and be with that and know that you deserve that. So then this 3, I resonated very well when I first read this book, and I was like, yeah, I got it, I understand these. Then came the 4th and the 5th, I was like, okay, I understand, but maybe I didn't really understand. When I referred back the book yesterday, and I got these 2 mirrors, it was such an amazing sense of relief, and yes, this is the answer. So what is this answer? Mirror number 4 is about the dark night of the soul, which are experiences that people that appear in our life, reflecting our own fear. Our fear of that happening to us, or any sense of fear that we have. It's about healing out of fear. In life, one of the most important things that we should not be having is fear. False evidence appearing real. And this is where we want to get out of. We don't have to have fear in our life. When there's complete trust in the divine energy guiding us, there's no fear, there's no doubt. Every single person that appears in our life appears with a purpose. We embrace them, we hold them, and we don't have to let them go. There's no attachment. I'm just talking about being with people and being one with people. In that way, we can be more holistic and definitely more fulfilled. So this mirror number 4 is about healing out of fear. So I was having a fear of people looking at me and judging me in a certain way. And this fear, in this instance that happened to me last 2-3 days ago, was similar to the one that happened like 1 month ago from another person. So I was like, oh my God, that is the same. So I'm going to explain to you what the fear was. I was having fear that people are judging me in a certain way, that I'm putting on this ego self of me and wanting limelight and all this stuff. So all this stuff, and I'm like, I'm fearful that people will feel that about me, and that's exactly what I attracted. So I got it, that I am fearful of judgments about me, and this is a whole new level. And then there's mirror number 5, which is the mirror for the act of the greatest compassion, which means when things appear in our life, how much do we put the blame on others or ourselves, or how much are we acting out of compassion? Experiences appear again and again in our life. To me, it was that experience I had 3 days ago was an experience for me to practice ultimate compassion for the people involved in the incident, as well as the experience I was going through. And it was a compassion that I needed to give myself for that experience. So this was a huge healing, because I want to read to you this because it hit me really, really strong in a very beautiful way. And I felt that it needs to be communicated right now. So it goes like this. Beyond the mirrors, right? Let me just locate that. It talked about how we cannot create peace by not being peaceful. And it talked about how anger cannot be reciprocated with anger to solve a situation. So if people are angry towards you, frustrated towards you, for any reason, it's how much we are being composed, and not in like tolerating composed, no, in a composed, in a natural and in an effective way, that we don't give them back what they are giving us in any shape, size or form. So it's practicing non-judgmental behavior and compassion for the people or the experiences that we are experiencing in our life. So in that way, I got it, that I was put to test, and I'm very, very happy and appreciative of all the people that was involved in this experience with me, that I was put to test for my biggest fear, to clear my fear about people judging me, and also the biggest act of compassion that I need to give myself as Azeeza Jalaludeen and as a child of the ultimate force, Arut Perum Jyoti, Supreme Light. And most of all, the compassion I need to give to these people who have been evolving with me and being in this journey with me in this experience, which means I need to give lots of love, lots of gratitude and lots of humbleness, saying that this is so beautiful to have such a beautiful experience and to practice this to mirrors in an effective way. Now I get it. I really, really get it. And I want to be very, very happy being with it, and I'm really enjoying myself right now, right here with my dearest husband. I look forward to speaking with you again. God bless you. Arut Perum Jyoti, Tani Perum Karunai. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.